Good morning. It can often be tricky getting our heads around things that are happening on this planet. And one of the difficult situations that he's shown us in the scriptures was the scenario of Zacharias and his wife Elizabeth having a child. They prayed a prayer for many years and hadn't seen the answer. Now, 450 years before them, we've got the prophet Malachi prophesying about the work of God in the future, 450 years in the future. Luke records for us in Luke chapter 1 this interaction between the angel Gabriel and Zacharias. And in verse 17, Gabriel quotes directly from that prophecy of Malachi 450 years before then, saying about John, he will also go before him in the spirit and power of Elijah to turn the hearts of the fathers to the children. There's an amazing picture here of the kingdom of God operating and moving and positioning things on planet Earth for just the right time. Now, obviously, for Zacharias and Elizabeth, in the moment, it was very difficult to get hold of. It was a struggle, and Zacharias is muted, becomes silent, and possibly deaf as well, because he disbelieves Gabriel's message. When Zacharias says this, "How shall I know this? How do I know I'm going to have a child? How is my wife going to become pregnant? For I'm an advanced man, old of age, and my wife is well advanced in years." And Gabriel makes it clear, "I'm Gabriel who stands in the presence of God and was sent to speak to you and bring these glad tidings." I've got a perspective, says Gabriel. I come from the presence of God, and I'm telling you, this is how it is. There's a beautiful interaction in this story because later on, when John is born, Zacharias gets his voice back and starts to prophesy. And he prophesies in Luke 1:67 through to 75 about the coming Messiah and what Jesus is going to do on the earth. And he says this. He says that we will be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all who hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers and to remember his holy covenant. This is what Jesus is going to do. The oath which he swore to our father Abraham to grant us that we, being delivered from the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear in holiness and righteousness before him all the days of our lives. Now, all those days of our lives is coming in eternity. Jesus is setting us free from our enemies now. He's already set us free from the sting of death and the fear of death, but he's also setting us free from demonic oppression and from the ruler of this world. So we ask this big picture to become clearer to us every day. From the throne of heaven, what is God's perspective looking down onto the world? How can we change our perspective like Zacharias and Elizabeth? How can we change our perspective to catch what he's saying, who he is and what he's doing, and look at our circumstances from that perspective rather than from an earth up perspective instead? Have a blessed day and look forward to speaking to you again soon. Bye.